Hey, what's up guys? Thanks for tuning in again on another one of my crazy vlogs. This one is coming from sunny Florida. Finally beat the cold in New Jersey and took a flight down to Jensen Beach to visit my family along with my wife and daughter. And of course, as always, I brought cameras. You know what? We can't start out like this. Let's start out with what's in my bag. All right, guys, like I said before, let's start out with what's in my bag. I get a lot of questions all the time about what I'm using, what kind of gear I'm shooting with. And I figured, let's go through that real quick. So I'm using the Domke bag. I love these Domke bags, waxed canvas, just semi-weather resistant for the most part, but they're just set up so nice and they're rugged and they'll really just last you. Perfect amount of room for everything that I want to bring, especially on some kind of vacation like this, where it's not really photographically centered, so to speak. This wasn't my my focus taking this trip. It was really just to visit family and get out of New Jersey for a while due to the cold weather, and now it's beautiful and 80 degrees. But I still want to bring some gear. I still want to bring a little bit of kit, so this is kind of the best combination for me. Right now, you know, you have two zippers in the front here, which is great. And this isn't just to highlight this bag, but, you know, I have some extra SD cards. I'm not going to pull that out. All batteries here for a bunch of different things. But the main meat and potatoes of this trip is going to be the Leica M10. I have the Leica M10 right here. Majority of my shots are going to be made with this camera. I have the 28mm that I brought along with me for the Leica. It's a 28mm Elmarit spherical. If you guys have seen my YouTube video, you know that I post a lot with that camera and lens combination. I brought the awesome little VisoFlex for the M10, little flip up EVF that goes on top of the M10. So I'll just stick that on here right now. And to be honest with you, I use it for more of my telephoto lenses. Like the 75mm, which I'll pull out right now for you guys. I'm using the 75mm 7 Artisans. Great little lens, not too expensive, but definitely delivers the goods. Little soft, wide open, but if you stop it down to f2, f1.4, it's not too bad. This opens up to 1.25, so that's pretty wide, and you can see that is a huge chunk of glass on the front here. So stop it down and you'll be happy, but it is hard to focus it using a rangefinder patch. So I do often use the VisoFlex or VisoFlex, whatever you want to call it. Have that lens here with the M10. And another favorite of mine, which I did a blog about. If you want to look up at the post at the top of the video right here, I'll put a little tag for you guys so you can reference that. TT Artisans. TT Artisans 35 1.4 spherical. I can't say enough good things about this lens. It's probably your cheapest option to get into 35mm focal length when shooting any M series body. You know, it's going to be cheaper than the Voigtlander, and I find it a lot nicer in terms of focusing and aesthetics, as well as sharpness. It's definitely a little faster. A little sharper, I mean, and it's still at a 1.4. The 1.4 Noctone Classic is a beautiful lens, smaller, but it's not a sharp wide open, and it just renders things differently. This has a really good contrast and really good color rendition, so I definitely recommend this lens. I've done a blog article about it on my website, so check that out. So that's the 3 lenses that I have for the Leica M10. As always, I always bring a little backup point and shoot, and what we did with that, Ricoh GRIII. Ricoh GRIII is a fantastic camera for point and shoot, everyday little carry around, and this is, you know, bite-sized, if you will. Awesome. And that's it. Polar Pros for the Osmo Pocket, or the Osmo Action rather, Polar Pros. And what I'm trying out too here, which is my first time trying it out, is I have a Tiffen Black Pro Mist. This is a Pro Mist quarter, and really that's gonna be working in conjunction with my 35mm and 4 night shots. So the Black Pro Mist will kind of soften highlights and kind of give you a smoother, more of a fanned out, blurred effect when shooting bright highlights. It works during the day as well, but you lose some contrast during the day. But at night, I find it really pleasing when dealing with any kind of like lights, neon signs, kind of gives you that halo effect. So it's just a different kind of look. So that's gonna work beautifully with the 35mm when shooting at night. So I have that in there as well. But other than that, that's my kit for vacation. So now you know what I'm shooting with, and let's roll more of the video and hopefully show you some images at the end of this. If not, we will do it on a part 2.
And I've called a priest, and I've called upon the highest of my dreams, and I go to sleep, I let them in, I'm holding on to you, oh, and the wind has turned. Here's to all of you who shade